This video is going to be about the narcissist future faking. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw and this channel is all about the narcissistic personality disorder, to give you more understanding of the kinds of people you might have been dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods, different ways to try to help you recover from narcissistic abuse. If you are new to the channel and you do like the information on the channel, you find it helpful, please do subscribe. This video is going to be about the narcissist future faking, what it is, how they do it, what it does to us, and what we can do now. Future faking is where a narcissist will use the future to get their needs met in the present. They will make a false promise of something that they will deliver in the future to distract you from what's happening in the present, or to get their needs met in the present. Because it's something in the future, you can't call them out on a lie, because technically they haven't lied yet. They only lie when they don't deliver on that promise. And when it comes to the future, they often find a way, which I will get into throughout the video, of why they haven't delivered on that promise and why they didn't lie in the first place. By offering those promises of the fake future, they get us to focus on that future, to distract us from whatever is happening in that present moment. Future faking is gaslighting by selling us a dream, by selling us an illusion of something that was never meant to be. But it is using the present moment to gaslight us in our future. In the idolization stage, what a narcissist will do is mirror us. They will mirror who we are. They will ask us what we would like from our future. And because we don't understand what we are dealing with, we will unwittingly tell them what we would like from our future. And they will match that. They will mirror that back to us. They will sell us that future. They will sell us those hopes and dreams. And when you're dealing with someone who's not on the disorder, you can have that two-way conversation with people. And honest people, when you're getting into those kinds of conversations, honest people would say, I don't want children. I do want children. I'd like to get married one day. I'm not that keen on marriage, but I'm happy to have a long-term relationship with somebody. And you can match each other's needs based on that information. So if you're happy to be with someone until death do you part, without actually making those wedding vows, you can then form a relationship knowing where you both stand in the beginning. If someone tells you they don't want to get married in the future and you do want to get married in the future, we're not there to change somebody else's mind. That's when you go your way. It's been very nice meeting you, very nice getting to know you. We don't want the same things in life. You might be able to go in the friendship zone. There's different people in your life that come for different reasons in your life. So when you've got honest people, when you meet honest people, you can have those two-way conversations. And in one way, you are interviewing each other to see whether you can match up on the future that you would like together, to work alongside each other. With a narcissist, they will ask you what you want, and then they will tell you they want exactly the same. They will mirror you. They will like the things you like. They will dislike the things that you dislike. I'll add mirroring up there to explain more on this. At the same time as idolizing and mirroring you, they will be love bombing you. So they'll be there with all the promises. They will have collected that data and they will be delivering you those promises with words. They will, if you like flowers, they will be bringing you flowers. If one of your love languages is gifts, they will be bringing you those gifts. If one of your love languages is words of affirmation, they will get that data from you and they will be offering you those words of affirmation. If one of your love languages is acts of service, they will be showering you with acts of service. They will be helping you any way they can. If one of your love languages is quality of time, they will spend so much time with you. They will be there for you even when you don't want them there. They will find a way to be there, to be around you constantly. They will pick up on, there's 5 love languages and we usually have a top 2. A narcissist is very manipulative at picking up on the 2 that we give. As a narcissist is about gaining that attention, they will try different techniques and they will find the one where we give them the attention. And we unwittingly do this because most people don't know what their top 2 love languages are. So when we're getting those needs met within us because they're one of our top love languages, we then reciprocate that with the other person. They pick up on the fact, the narcissist picks up on the fact that they're gaining the attention by doing this, so they then deliver that to us. They'll also have those long, deep conversations to work out our vulnerabilities and our dreams. When we put our dreams in the hands of the wrong person, that is one of our vulnerabilities. Our dreams are our vulnerabilities because it takes work, it takes time, it takes effort. You have that picture in your head and sometimes you have to change direction, sometimes you have to change your perspective, and we should all have dreams. Dreams though are so easily crushed, especially when we put them in the hands of the wrong person. They are something that we have to hold dear to ourselves, something that we have to create for ourselves, something that if you can find someone to walk with you to create those dreams, that's fantastic. But don't put all your dreams in that one person to deliver them for you. The problem is narcissistic people have that ability that you believe them to be walking with you, and they manipulate on so many different levels. And quite often within that idolization stage, they will be in there with the future faking. They will have idolized you, they will have love bombed you, and they will be in your subconscious programming you. They will be telling you things to do with finances. Either they'll have, and this isn't any sort of for financial gains being in a relationship, this is talking about building a life together with somebody, but they will explain either how they've got money when they haven't got money, or how they're working towards some sort of job to create the money for financial freedom, to buy that house, to move house, or how you don't need to work so that they can take care of you. And they can get the most independent people that are happy working, that are hardworking, that appreciate having their own independence, that appreciate earning their own money. The narcissist will find many manipulative, gaslighting ways to be able to take hold of the finances. Some narcissists will even go to the extremes of you might both be working and they might hand you all the finances. So it looks to you and to the outside world that you have financial control. But it'll be your responsibility to make sure that narcissist has got enough money for their hobbies, their addictions, if they've got addictions. You will have to take responsibility of paying all the bills out of that pot, but you will also have to make sure that they've got the money they need for whatever they want to do with it. And if they haven't, there will be consequences. They will put that fear into you so that you might not be able to afford to pay a bill because you've got to give them the money because they want to nip to the pub, or what, not that there's anything wrong with nipping to a pub, it's just examples, but they will want the money. There's so many different ways they financially abuse, because financial abuse is one of the top ways to keep people trapped within an abusive relationship. They will also start using the divide and conquer. They'll also start using the triangulation within that idolization stage, because they are love bombing you, because they are idolizing you, because they are selling you someone who seems to have your best interests at heart. We are the ones that often believe what they're telling us about other people. We believe they've got our best interests at heart, so it pulls us in deeper to them. And then when they have us isolated from support, that is another way to keep people trapped within an abusive relationship. So many people say, once out, I saw all the red flags and I ignored them. It's not always the case. Yes, you might pick up on things. You might pick up on feelings of, oh, it's not quite right, I'm not quite sure about that. But because you do not know any different, you didn't realise it was a red flag. It's often not until out of that situation, out of the relationship, you realise it was a red flag. At the time, because they are manipulating you so well, you don't see it for what it actually truly is. And this can happen with parents. It can happen in business with a boss. A boss can promise you those promotions. A boss can promise you those pay rises. A boss can shower you with how great your work is and your work ethics are, all in the beginning. They will get you running around after them and for them. But the things that they promised in the beginning of the job, in the interview for the job, over time, they don't deliver those promises, and it's up to us to then get out of the job and find a new job. And it can be equally as difficult, because narcissists are very good with the smear campaign. I'll add that video at the top. They use future faking within the devaluation stage of the relationship. When it comes to the devaluation stage of the relationship, the narcissist is often putting you down, invalidating you, your thoughts, your feelings, your judgments, your intentions at every possible turn to get you to doubt and question yourself. They will be blame shifting everything that's wrong within the relationship onto you. They will project all their thoughts and feelings and intentions onto you. They will gaslight you from, I never said that, to you took that the wrong way. The devaluation stage, they do use the intermittent reinforcement of love bombing and idolization to pull you back in, but they also use the future faking to pull you back in. They can also do this in a rather twisted way. When they've done something to hurt you or to hurt your feelings, this is one of those where, yes, we have to own our own feelings. But when someone says, I didn't make you feel that way, they are not taking responsibility for their actions towards you. We have to take responsibility for our feelings. We have to take responsibility to what our feelings are telling us. And if somebody is treating us in a way that hurts our feelings, and we go and speak to that person about it, and there's ways and means to approach. When you say to someone, you've made me feel, it does give our power away a little bit. When you say to somebody, I felt, it keeps our power a little bit more. Again, it depends who you are talking to. If someone's approaching you and saying, you've made me feel, or I felt, how they phrase that isn't going to make a difference. You're going to want to know why you hurt their feelings. You're going to want to work with them to make sure you don't hurt their feelings again. A narcissist is going to have their little brain ticking away thinking, that got them this time, I know how to do it again. And they will twist the blame onto you. Yes, people can hurt your feelings. This is why we have feelings. We have feelings and we have empathy. to stop us from hurting other people, because we know how that would make us feel. We have to take responsibility and ownership of our feelings and what our feelings are telling us. Other people have to take responsibility for whatever behaviour or actions they do that hurt other people. With a narcissist, they do not see it as their fault, which is why they will say, I'm sorry you feel that way. I didn't make you feel that way, to distract you from what their behaviour is. So we focus on what is wrong with our emotions when there is nothing wrong with your emotions. That's what emotions are there for. It's just learning to use them the right way. Within the devaluation stage, when they've done something to hurt our feelings, they will come out with the I'm sorry you, that false apology, which I'll add up here. Or they will come out with something like, if only you. So when they've failed to deliver on some form of plan that you made together in the future, and you're looking at creating that plan, you're looking at making that dream, you're looking at making that future a reality with that person, and when you go to approach them because it's not materializing yet and they're not working towards making those dreams materialize, they will come at you with things like, I would, but you. I'm sorry, but you. To distract you from the fact that they're not delivering on these promises. They're not delivering on this future that you created together. And to excuse their behaviour, they're going to pin the blame onto you. So you work harder to please them, to achieve those dreams together. You change who you are time and time again to please them. There's all sorts of things running in the background. There's cognitive dissonance that's being caused from all the gaslighting. There's fear, there's hopes, there's obligation, there's doubts. There's so many things that run in the background that we do not see that red flag for what it is. We end up blaming ourselves more and more for the issues within the relationship, while the narcissist gets away with their toxic manipulative behaviour more and more. Which is why it's called emotional abuse, because they abuse your emotions to get their needs met. In the devaluation, they will also say things like, if only you, to make you feel obligated into doing things to help them. They will say things like, if only you, to give you the hope that if only you do as they say and they get their needs met in the present, you will get that dream that they falsely promised you. They use future faking in the discard stage of the relationship, just to keep you confused, hurt, hooked, to provoke your emotions, to provoke anger and rage and self-doubt within you, to get those reactions from you, which in turn helps them with their smear campaign against you. They will purposely not give you closure. A relationship breakdown is hard enough when it's two people that love and care about each other, and it's just, you just do not want the same things, so you make that difficult decision to split. With a narcissist, they will not give you that closure. That closure is what you have to give to yourself by realising that they are a toxic, abusive person, and you deserve better. You deserve someone who treats you how you treat people. You don't deserve someone who blames you for everything that's wrong within their lives, hurts you, lets you down, and does anything they can to sabotage who you are as a person and sabotage your dreams. When it comes to the discard stage of the relationship, a narcissist will often move on with somebody very, very fast. I'll add that video up here. And they can then be delivering all the dreams to that new person that they promised to you. Partly because the new person is in that idolization, that love bombing stage, and the narcissist is trying to secure that new person it will not be better for that new person. If you have been dealing with someone that has narcissist personality disorder, that is who they are. They've still got those traits in the background, regardless of who they are with, what they are doing. Those traits are still running in the background. But they also double whammy. They do it to crush you more, to hurt you, because for whatever reason is running around in their minds, they blame you. They believe it's your fault, and because they are running on those insecurities and those negative emotions and the lack of empathy and the wanting to exploit people, they are out for revenge, and they do try to seek revenge on people with the smear campaigns, by moving on fast and showering the new person with the dreams they promised you, just to twist it a little bit more and crush who you are as a person, crush your spirit even more. It's devastating, but there is you can work through it, and there is a much happier life for you if you put the work in and you discover your hopes and dreams again. So back to the discard stage. With the discard stage of a relationship, a narcissist in one way gaslights. They distract us from our past, present and future. They gaslight us from our past, present and future within that discard stage, because the past was an illusion. They sold us somebody that they weren't. The present is difficult because we're coming to terms with what is actually happening to us, what they said in the past, what they said they would deliver in the future, and what is actually happening to us in the present. And the future, we have to recreate our entire future, because this person made those plans, that fake future with us. They've kind of got all our hopes and dreams and they've run off with them, and in our present we've got to recreate our hopes and dreams for us, for what we want as a person, while dealing with working on what happened in the past. The present is a gift though. You are allowed to grieve, you are allowed to cry, you are allowed to feel angry, you are allowed to process every single emotion that hits you. You are allowed to have days where you want to lay in bed. You are allowed to have days where you hit the ground running and you're going and you're going and you're going and you're going, and then the next day you slump again and you're up again. You are, while just doing whatever you need to do for you to work through it, to get yourself to the life that you deserve. A narcissist is a con artist. They are someone who persuades, can't pronounce that word. They are someone who cheats. They are someone who lies. They are someone who manipulates. They are someone who tricks people into believing something that was never meant to be, so that they can get their own needs met. And they even future fake with the Hoover. The Hoover is named after the brand Hoover. I still don't like this terminology. If you've listened to my other videos, I can't remember the commenter because it was a year ago, but they put the re-idolization stage, which I much prefer, because the Hoover is when a narcissist comes to suck us back in again, to spit us back out again like dirt. And we are not dirt. We are worth much more than dirt. They come to re-idolize us because we have something they want from us. So when they come to re-idolize, when they come to Hoover, suck us back in again, they use future faking in their manipulative technique to suck us back in to a relationship that we should not be in. This is when you get all the, I'll go to counselling, I need your help, let's get married, let's have a baby, let's go on that holiday, I can change. They have a disorder. If you're dealing with an actual narcissist, they have a disorder. It's who they are. They cannot change. They can become aware of the disorder and they can go to therapy to work out why they do the things they do and try and find a better way to manage getting their needs met through the disorder by trying to help other people, but there would have to be something in it to meet a need of their own, because that background program is still running. That disorder is still within them. It's going to take a lot of awareness, and they're going to have to come to the realization of a lot of things they've done to people over time. And if they haven't got the empathy, it's not going to stop them. So I always recommend no contact. If you can, it has to be no contact. It is on a spectrum, so with others it can be limited contact. But a narcissist will fake that future in the Hoover stage to try and suck you back into something that was never meant to be. They'll even use the let's be friends, and because you care about somebody, you would want to be friends with them, but they are using that to one day pull you back in if they see an opportunity. Even just sending you that happy birthday message just to get you thinking about them and, oh, they weren't that bad. And then once they are in, they can start with their words of the false promises of the future that they will just not deliver. So what can we do as a person? Because we do not see it while we're in it. We get manipulated in so many different ways. It is not cut and dry. It is not as straight as people who have not lived it think it is. Those who haven't lived it, their advice often means well, but they don't see all the layers within the relationship that keeps people trapped within that relationship. It depends on the person you are as a person. It depends on the narcissist you were dealing with that keeps you locked within that relationship. It is not a case of you should have seen a red flag and walked, because there's so many things running in the background. Often once out, we can almost fool ourselves in one way. In another way, this isn't for everybody, but we can almost, I've done it where I've been like, I knew at that point, I knew something was wrong at that point, yet I did not leave. I clung on to the hope, I clung on to this, that and the other, and I stayed. Yes, now looking back, that I knew, and I know I knew, my emotions were telling me something. The problem is I did not know, because I did not know what my emotions were telling me, because I was gaslighted into blaming myself. I believed I had to change to help the relationship work. I didn't realise that I needed to change by walking away from the relationship. So a few things to help you now and to help you not enter another relationship with a narcissist is believe in patterns of behaviour, not words. Listen to how they talk about other people. Listen to how their past has been. Yes, we can all have had toxic relationships. Some people can jump from one relationship to another for fear of being alone. Narcissistic people also jump from one relationship to another. There's very similar insecurities that can be running in the background, but listen to how they talk about other people, listening to how they talk about themselves, listening to what their work ethics in life itself actually is. Believe in yourself. Create your dreams, create your hobbies, create who you are as a person. Build on your confidence. Start small to build upon your confidence, to find those little things, to start believing in yourself and start believing in who you are as a person. We can all have that self-doubt creep in and come knocking on the door without a narcissist drilling self-doubt into us. We can all have self-doubt within us anyway that can push us down, and we have to sometimes we have to bypass that self-doubt and go for it anyway because it's something that we would like for us. Other times when that self-doubt creeps in, we have to realise that it's to try and stop us doing something that isn't for us. So listening to our feelings, listening to our instincts, asking ourselves if it's something we really want for us. And I'm not talking about putting it into other people, because then you're giving your power away, the belief of something that you want for you. Because we are here to walk alongside people. We are here to help people. We are here to join people who want the similar things that we want in life, to respect those who don't want the same things we want in life. We are not here to use people. We are not here to drag people down. We are not here to please other people. We are here to create our own life and find those that wish to walk with us on our journey. We have to let go of the people that bring us pain. It is not to hurt that person. That person is hurting you. You have to let go of people that hurt you. Keep people who treat you how you would treat them. I think the video I did yesterday, I explained more on the difference between patience and endurance with people. Yes, we can, and patience is a virtue. It is something we do need with people, and it's something people do need with us. When we are going through tough times in life, when there is something that's happening within our life, life's a roller coaster. You can be going along quite nicely and something can come and whack you straight back down, and it can hit very, very hard. And it's great to have people support you through it, but that is all they are there for. They are there to support you through it. That is all you're there for. You are there to support and guide and help people through whatever pain they are going through in that moment in time. If someone has lost a loved one, if someone has lost a job, if someone is severely ill, if someone is ill, we are there to help that person as that person would help us if we were in the same situation. We are not here to endure the pain that somebody else inflicts on our lives, no matter how they inflict that pain within our lives, no matter what excuses they come up with to inflict that pain on our lives. We are not here to be somebody else's punching bag. That person is in the wrong, no matter how they try to distract whatever they're doing, no matter what excuses them or people that can't see their behaviour make for their behaviour. That person is in the wrong. Somebody who is happy to hurt other people, who is unwilling to learn that they shouldn't hurt other people, somebody you can't reason with unreasonable people. Those people are not for your life. So to sum it up quickly, believe in you. Create your own dreams. They can be dreams where you can walk alongside people, or dreams that you achieve for yourself. Create your own dreams. Help those that are willing to help you. Walk away from those that are willing to exploit you. Only accept treatment from others that you would be willing to treat other people. Those who don't respect you do not deserve you. I shall add the videos that I've spoke about during the video as I put them at the top. I'll put those in the description, and I shall add the video on mirroring. I shall add the video on mirroring. Can't talk. In the description. I shall add the video in the I shall add the video about idolization, I'll add the video about devaluation and discard into the description, and I'll also add the video on limiting. I'll also add the video on, this video has just gone wrong. I'll also add the video on limiting beliefs in the description. I am dyslexic. I own that dyslexia. So yes, I know sometimes I don't pronounce words the right way round. If there is something I pronounce wrong, or something I put in the wrong context, or when I jumble the words up and it comes out the wrong way round, feel free to put it in the comments, because I don't want people to take the wrong meaning from what the video is about, because it's very easy to take the wrong meaning, especially when you're listening to someone who can muddle up words. Anyway, I hope everyone has a lovely day. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.